Even the prosecutors revealed today that some money has already been made on pre-sales from Kwame Kilpatrick's book, and today the judge made sure that the city of Detroit will get paid back first. Wearing jeans and a short-sleeve button-down shirt, Detroit's former mayor appeared in front of Wayne County Circuit Court Judge David Groner today. At issue, will profits from Kwame Kilpatrick's soon-to-be-released memoir called Surrendered be forfeited to pay the more than $860,000 in restitution to the city of Detroit. In court, the prosecution revealed that a company owned by Kwame Kilpatrick's sister Ayanna signed the book deal one day before the former mayor was sent to prison.
We have a contract between Ayanna Kilpatrick's company and the publisher, but we don't know where Mr. Kilpatrick fits in here and where the profit's going.
Prosecutors then questioned the man named on the book cover as a co-author, Kari Turner, whose wife is one of Kwame Kilpatrick's cousins. Turner testified he has not been paid yet and is still negotiating his contract with Ayanna Kilpatrick's company, Action Enterprises.
My understanding is that she has assumed control of Mr. Kilpatrick's rights. So in our deal, she is presenting herself as an acting co-author. And that is also part of what's still being negotiated.
Under the Crime Victims' Rights Act, someone convicted of a crime cannot profit from the crime until victims are compensated. Kilpatrick attorneys Daniel Haji and Kevin McAllister tried to argue that the law at issue is unconstitutional, but at times that only seemed to anger the judge.
I will say this for the record, you're not helping his case. You're not answering the question. That's the problem. I showed you the courtesy of giving you a chance to respond, and you're making things worse because now I'm more confused than ever.
In the end, Judge Groner ruled an escrow account should be set up to pay off Kilpatrick's restitution.
The court is satisfied that an escrow account shall be created for the profits received or to be received.
So once again, the city of Detroit will be paid back first, but the judge also said he would sign an order for an escrow account for the Michigan Department of Corrections because the state can go after Kilpatrick to repay the cost of his incarceration. And of course, legal experts have told me that the federal government could also step in at some point to seize profits from this book because Kilpatrick, as you know, is under a RICO indictment. Reporting live at the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice in downtown Detroit, I'm Heather Catallo, Channel 7 Action News.
All right, Heather, thank you for the live report. Of course, all eyes were on Kwame Kilpatrick inside that courtroom this afternoon.
And there was also a lot of talk about how Judge Groner handled this hearing. Our team coverage continues with Anu Prakash, who was inside that courtroom. Anu, it looks like the former mayor lost some weight, and what was his demeanor like in court?
Well, Diana, I can tell you that I was sitting just a few feet away from the former mayor of Detroit, Kwame Kilpatrick. He was definitely very slim. Perhaps you saw him in that video. He came in wearing jeans. He was wearing a short-sleeve button-down shirt. He appeared to be calm during the entire hearing. At one point, when he first walked in, he was definitely waving and exchanging some words with people in the courtroom. When his co-author, who is also a relative of his, when he got off the stand, Kwame Kilpatrick stood up and actually gave him a hug, so he definitely seemed to be in good spirits today.
Okay. Now,
I knew it appeared, Dave, the judge was a little annoyed when he was watching the Maritimes.
Well, he definitely seemed a bit frustrated at a few moments. When the hearing seemed to go on perhaps a little longer than he expected, Judge David Groner said something like, "How did I know this wasn't going to be just a half-an-hour hearing?" At one point in the hearing, he said to one of Kilpatrick's attorneys when he wasn't getting an answer in a timely manner, he told his attorney, "You have 30 seconds to give me an answer, otherwise I'm going to put your client under oath." So there were definitely moments where you could tell that the judge was frustrated and a bit annoyed.
And Anu, the mayor has always had the support of his family and friends. Any family or friends in court today to support him?
Yeah, definitely, Diana. His brother-in-law, Daniel Ferguson, who is married to Kilpatrick's sister Ayanna, was there. I believe a couple of his uncles and aunt. And we also saw some other supporters. I'm not sure if they were family or simply friends or just other supporters. They were wearing black and white T-shirts that actually had a silhouette of sorts of the former mayor on the front and some words on the back. So there were definitely at least half a dozen, perhaps more, family, friends, and supporters of the former mayor in court today.